This was the old way to doing this kind of stuff. So you put some component, you add some net color, and you use the ports for your 5 volt and GND. But there is a new way. Which one I prefer? I prefer the old one, but you can choose which one you want to use. Okay, so what is the new way? If you again click place in here, go to text frame, and in here we can put it in here, for example, make it a little bit bigger and make it change the size of that like we have it for our battery in here. Click on it and go to property, and in property you can change the text of that. So for example, battery. Okay, and let's just change the color of this battery to blue, for example. Change the font of that to Tahuma and make it bold like we did with this battery text in here. The size is 24, so let's just do this for this as well, 24. And you can see it's exactly like this, but the color is not. I did change the color to blue in here. Okay, next thing is that border. Okay, let's just change it to large like we did it in here. We can change the color of this border to green, for example, and I did change the size of this box, and you can write whatever you want in this text in here. Okay, and you can see, let's just change the color to be exactly like each other. Which one this is using is this. We can just copy this hex number from here and change this to that as well. So let's just click in here, define custom color, and in here I want to paste that, apply, and now you can see it look like each other. But with this, again, with this you can uncheck this fill color, so you can see it exactly look like each other. Okay, and this is the new way of doing this kind of stuff, and we can just copy and paste this component, Control C, Control V to paste it here like this, right? You can do it, but I always prefer the old way because I have more control over it. Okay, in this new way you can change the position of this text like this. Click in here, it will be at top middle. Click in here, it will be at top right corner. You can change the text margin, you can change the width and height as well, you can change the location. But for example, let's say we want to change the position of this to bottom left corner, or we want to just put it at middle. Okay, so we can do it with this new way in here, but you should decide which one you want to use. So let's just put it back at top left corner. There is another thing that I want to talk about in here. If you click place in here, you can add note to this section as well, or wherever you want. You can add text to it like this, and you can write whatever you want in here. For example, I want to say this section is all about battery. Okay, so let's just change the font to Tahuma. I always use Tahuma bold. Okay, and we can change the size of that like this, and when they zoom out, they know this section is doing battery for us. Okay, and if they zoom a little bit, they can see a description about this part. Okay, and we can for example paste the link to documentation. We can do a lot with this, and they can collapse this. Okay, and they can change the text, and you can see that you can change the color of that, you can change the border of that to whatever you want. Okay, you can see it's not working right now. You can do it like this, you can play around with this to reach whatever you want. It's just for commenting your schematic. Okay, so let's just delete this. I don't want to do it like this, but you should decide which way you want to use. Let's just delete this. The next thing that I'm going to show you, hit P on your keyboard, go to draw tools. You can see that you can draw arc, full circle, elliptical arc, ellipse, line, rectangle that we use, round rectangle that you can use, polygon, and Bezier, okay? But the important one is this graphic. Just click on it, draw something here, and it telling you that which image you want to use. Okay, just select an image. For example, let's just select an image in here. So for example, let's just search for battery. Okay, go to image. So for example, we want to tell them to use this battery, for example, right? Just save this wherever you want. I open it in Paint. I want to change the scale of that because this is white space. I don't want that. So I want to select the crop tools in here and select this part, right click, cropped, and save it, for example, in desktop. Okay, so let's just do that. I want to call it battery, save it, and now let's just go to Altium, and in here go to desktop and select our battery. Okay, now you can see we can draw that battery in here. Let's just put it in here. They know that they want to use this battery. This battery is 9 volt. So let's just, instead of just changing this image, let's just change this port to be 9 volt. We want to use 9 volt battery, okay? And we should change it here as well. So these two should be connected, 9 volt. And again, click one of these wire and change its color to red. And now you can see everything work. And with looking at this battery, they know what battery they can use. And again, you can put the part number of this battery in this note in here and in here. The important one in here, you should select this embedded, okay? So with this embedded selected, if you delete that image in your desktop, it will be here, okay? So let's just save it, go to file, save all, and everything is saved. And now you can see we are designing a professional schematic from beginning, okay? So let's end this video and continue with the next one. Thank you for watching.